Tucker Carlson was at the pinnacle of success in 2020, with everything he touched seemingly turning to gold. However, just 2 years later, everything changed. He lost a significant amount of money, which he now considers a blessing in disguise. This wake-up call forced him to take a step back and reevaluate his life. He realized that his success was not just due to his own abilities, but also due to the enormous M2 money supply and the government's action. He also acknowledged that he had been feeding his own insecurity, buying things and accumulating wealth to prove his worth. Mark Zuckerberg asked Tucker how he felt about the war in Ukraine, which had an immediate effect on the markets. Tucker replied that he couldn't pinpoint the exact connection between the war and the market downturn, but he did agree that the war machine had taken over large parts of the government. He emphasized that humans should not be at war, and that it's a simple moral principle that we should all live by. Tucker then shared his personal struggles with insecurity and how it had affected his life. He spoke about his dark passenger, which he believed was a result of his upbringing and experiences. He felt worthless and tried to compensate by accumulating wealth and material possessions. However, when he lost everything, he was forced to confront his insecurities and rebuild his life from scratch. Tucker credited his wife and her family with helping him to see the world in a different light. He experienced unconditional love from them, which was a new and uncomfortable feeling for him. He had to confront his anger and resentment towards his childhood and the people who had hurt him. With the help of his wife, he was able to work through his emotions and come out the other side. Mark Zuckerberg asked Tucker how he became so self-aware about his insecurities. Tucker replied that he had to write down his mistakes and confront the truth about himself. He realized that many of his decisions were rooted in his desire for external validation and attention. He was ashamed of his past behavior and angry at himself for wasting so much time and energy on superficial things. Tucker's wife played a crucial role in his journey towards self-awareness. She had been telling him for years that he needed to change, but he only listened when he was forced to confront his own mortality. His father-in-law also had a profound impact on him, showing him what it means to experience unconditional love. Tucker's story is one of redemption and self-discovery. He was forced to confront his darkest fears and insecurities, but in doing so, he found a new sense of purpose and meaning. He is now on a mission to help others who may be struggling with similar issues, and to point out the emptiness and superficiality of the world we live in. Mark Zuckerberg reflected on Tucker's story, noting that it's rare to see someone address their insecurities so honestly. He wondered if Tucker knew others who had been willing to look at themselves as clearly. If you enjoyed this episode till now and want to listen to the complete episode, please subscribe to Quick Podcast Summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for just $1 per month, and you can save an average of 20 hours per week of your precious time. It's a fantastic deal to save time and stay informed.